Okay, got it. Can anybody hear my sound now? It's a lot here about that. There it is, Javier. All right. We're gonna get this started. For everybody's patience. No. All right. Get your questions. I'm gonna send this to I have to email this. As I'm emailing this to myself, does anybody have any questions? Let's get some questions, eh? Get your questions in, all right? And remember, as you're gearing up for the test, you're studying the test now, right? You wanna ask questions about the test too. You don't necessarily have to. It's not like an order, but it's just something wise to get the spirit behind the precepts that you're learning right now. You know what I'm saying? But if you got other questions, that's to why too. Okay. Sabayat?
Want to grab the mic?
Yeah, Baba Kusha.
The question is for Deuteronomy 28, verse 64.
Okay, hold on one second. Yeah, the water. And that's always good too, because it would be like me. Like, you know, I've been in the truth, what, 12 years now? You know what I'm saying? But every time I watch General Muhammad, I'm like, damn, I should have thought of it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's a basic principle or a basic precept. So it's always like, you know what I'm saying? Even though you know the topic or you know the breakdown, sometimes you'll hear Commander General YAHANNA say, you be like, oh, damn, I should have thought of it that way. Maybe I should say it like that. Even though the way you saying it is right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, could have put that on it. That would have made it flow better. Yeah, all right. So you always just want to, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be stuck in that Christian mindset of what do Christians always say? I read the whole Bible. I've been reading the Bible. What does that mean? You feel what I'm saying? What that mean? You know? Y'all met my mother. You know what I'm saying? My mother told me, wow, all this time I've been in Christianity, all these churches, I ain't never known that. My mother's telling me that. Like, I'm sitting in y'all classes. I got to watch y'all classes, you know? Because it's that same scripture that I saw, that's what that means. You know what I mean? My grandmother, I'm telling her, before she passed away, right? I'm sitting down talking to her about Esau and Jacob, right? And I just go to the scripture, red all over. Who the red man? His blood soaked his skin. What y'all called him down south? Redneck cracker. See, baby, he right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you always still want to just look at the milk precepts, the foundational precepts, is still being hard rock, like, damn, like, because you don't know what you could say to somebody, and that's the Lord, you know what I mean, making the increase, you know, bringing them into the truth. Salaki, sorry, I just wanted to say that. Go ahead, though.
My question is for, in the first one it mentions wood and stone. Is they talking about, would that be like it's symbolic for dollars and diamonds?
Let's get it, okay? Let's go right to it. Call it out one more time.
This is the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. Your Akios, all Aquas have it.
Hold on 1 second, all right? $28 and $64, right? Kind of got it out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy.
You all right? You all right? You get it. You go and get it. You saying it.
28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Got it. All right. So let's break it down, right? The first part. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. What is that? What is that? The Lord shall scatter thee among all people. What is that?
Is that like end-time prophecy?
Yep. All Deuteronomy 28 is what? You said end-time prophecy. Get the precept. Yep. Yep. That's it. Go ahead, read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Hold on. I'm passing it to you. What you can do, Sabayah, you can sit up here too, okay? For tonight. Just to be, you know. I know you're gonna watch that door just in case something pop off. That way.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
And you get Genesis 49. Sorry, y'all. Grab Genesis 49. I think it's 49, right? Genesis 49. Yeah. Verse 1 and verse 2. Okay. All right. So you get Deuteronomy 28:15. Go ahead and read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right. So that's the prophecy. Okay. All right. And it is end time. But when did the end time start? When would this end time start?
Around slavery.
Well, more so recently because we among all people. Now we really among all the nations.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. When did this start?
Pretty much, like picking up what y'all was saying. Like nowadays, we serving so many gods, to where it happened pretty much when we went into slavery.
Okay.
But as on today, more modern, there's just so many different gods to where, and again, we serving so much. Whether it's the animal, science, all the creations of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Now understanding that it's the Most High that done out.
Okay. Both la'ah. The reason why I say la'ah is this happens immediately after the prophecy is given. We're in the last day. Okay. We're in the last days. When you look at a time frame, yes, after Yahawashi was crucified, rose, and ascended to heaven, but we in the last day ever since the prophecy is given, because the examples that you brothers gave happened then. We went into slavery when? Babylon, Assyria, the Greeks, the Romans, the Egyptians. We always been in slavery. Why? Amongst other people, how do you think we was in Egypt? You see how Esau look at Egypt and put up museums and documentaries? You ever turn to the History Channel? Egypt always on the History Channel, right? You know why? Because not only Egypt was there, we were there, Moab was there. Egypt was like what? New York City or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? Egypt was like New York, Philly, and DC. It's like the East Coast of America. You're going to have the Hamites there, the slaves, the real niggas. You get what I'm saying? You're going to have the fake ones. You're going to have Moab, everybody. It's going to start. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because we looking at it spiritually. It's good to get the chronological time frames and all that, but then we get cut off and carried out on that. You feel what I'm saying? Like we'll say 400 years of slavery, right? I was talking one time to a Old Testament Israelite. Okay, and I said, yeah, 400 years of slavery. And he said, well, brother, actually we was enslaved in Egypt 429 years. Come on. You know what I'm saying when I say 400 years of slavery. You understand what I'm saying? So what we looking at more so is the deeper aspect. Soon as these laws is breaking, when you read Deuteronomy 28:15, as soon as you break these laws, this prophecy is going to happen to you. You feel what I'm saying? All right. So yeah, technically we in the last days now, because Yahawashi, you know what I'm saying, finalize certain things, put everything to break down perspective. We got the books, we got Revelation. This is it. No adding to this word, right? No adding, no subtracting to this word. There's no other book. Boom, 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 boom. In the last days, yes. Soon as we went off, that's when it started. Okay, all right, okay, all right. So, but to answer the question, right? Oh, go ahead, read your precept. The precept I asked, Brother Kishore.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 1.
Yep, start right there.
And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
You see that, right? I'm going to tell you what shall befall you in the last days. All right. He's telling his sons what's going to befall them. What does befall mean? a little more than it is a prophecy, but it's more defined. All right, y'all.
What's gonna happen to you? It's gonna come up on you.
Right. Give me a little bit more though. What's before? You right, but what's before? Grab the mic.
Like it jumps on you, like it's gonna overtake you. Kind of.
Right. Why though? Why does he use the word before? Why is before used there? Go ahead.
Because it said they shall come upon you and overtake you.
Yes. Okay. All right. Give me a little more. It's saying before, right? You right, because it's gonna fall on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Try to picture it. Some of y'all, try to picture it. Right? Go ahead.
Would it be basically what it would come from above, from the Most High?
Ah, that's good. Yes. Yes. Like picture it. Okay. You ever watch the old cartoons? Say, for instance, Elmer Fudd wanted to catch Bugs Bunny. He would tie a rope up to this basket. He would put the basket in a tree. He had the rope tied down to a carrot, right? So that when Bugs Bunny go to get the carrot, to eat the carrot, what's going to fall on top of you? The basket, the trap. He said, Jacob is saying befall upon you is because I'm telling you how you're going to fall into the trap. Do you feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you what's going to happen to you. Just like in Deuteronomy 28, it says, if you do right, then you'll rule the earth. But if you be wicked, the enemy going to overtake you. He's going to fall on you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how it's kind of looked at like that. Okay, okay. Now, Genesis 49 is more descriptive. Okay, but those descriptions are not necessarily a right or a wrong. Okay. Go ahead, read it.
Verse 1 again?
Yeah.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Keep going.
Verse 2. Gather yourselves together and hear, O sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
He's telling them twice, gather yourselves together. This is how important it is. This is why we keep saying it in the I.S.U.P.K. This is why we care so much. Nobody else cares about Black people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans like we care. Why? Because they don't care about us gathering together. They're individuals. They're selfish. They're not worried about it. They're not looking at this like that. That's why the men in here is so important, because we're selfless. We sacrifice ourselves to do this work, to fish people in. You get what I'm saying? To really gather people together. Well, I'm not doing this shit to, excuse my language, I'm not doing this to be like, yo, I'm on TV, like, yay, yay. You get what I'm saying? Because we wouldn't be here if that would be the point. What are you here for? You're here to wake Israel up, to gather Israel. That's why we so on it. No, we want our people. We want our people. Come to the I.S.U.P.K. This is the home of the truth. Come on, come on. Because we're sincere and true about it, gathering the people. All right. I remember when I first started looking at these Israelite videos, right? I'm like watching them. So I'm watching a different camp. I'm sitting watching a camp. F them niggas, go, get away. And I'm just like, why are they having a camp? Y'all know which videos I'm talking about. Why are y'all having a camp? You just cussing everybody else saying no, go away. It would be 4 of y'all just get together just to cuss Black people out and tell them, nah, nigga, you wicked. Look at them hoes over there. Bitches, get out of here. Like, it just be like, okay, where's the gathering point? What's the point? I'm not saying let everybody inside, but the point is to gather Israel. Jacob is saying that. And he kept stressing that, gather together. You part of the 12 tribes of Israel. You're supposed to be here. Go ahead.
Verse 2. gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
and hearken unto Israel your father.
That's right. Now it goes into all the characteristics, the spirit of each tribe. You feel what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. Give me Benjamin. Where Benjamin at? What's that? You know he in the ladder. 27? Is he the youngest? Go ahead, get Benjamin.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 27.
This is just an example. Go ahead.
Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning he shall devour the prey,
Mm-hmm.
and at night he shall divide the spoil.
Okay, that's Benjamin, right? You know what that's talking about? Work, work, work. How Benjamin said? Work, 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 work. You're lazy boy. Man, work, 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 work. Now you'll first read it and go, yo, that's great. Nah, we need Benjamin in here so that he can work. Because Benjamin out there will work and never come into the truth. Right? He'll have 3-4 jobs. He ain't got no time for the truth. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He got no time for the truth. Okay? So these are just the characteristics. And Judah, talk about Judah. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey. My son that are going up. They talking about him as a lion. He's a lion. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion. And as an old lion, who shall rise him up? I mean, he go to sleep. That's just Judah. For 3 years straight. Black Lives Matter. Remember the protests in the streets? After George Floyd died, everybody just marching, tearing everything up. Give me the brick. Going up to the police. 3 months later, where everybody at? What's going on? Them lesbians over Black Lives Matter, they took all the money, bought themselves mansions, and that was it. We go to sleep. We got stimulus checks. Nah, we good. Hold up. I can't burn these jeans now. I can't burn these Jordans. I got a stimulus check. I can pay for these, joint. Okay, so we easily put to sleep. Okay, so that's just an example of that. But let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Okay, you're right, but I want to get to the essence of the precept, what it's saying. And the Lord, go read it for me, Salakia.
So Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord shall gather thee among all people.
No. He said what?
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
What does that mean? What's that scatter among all people?
Captivity.
Yes. I can't say you're wrong, but that's not the quintessential point. That's not the hit of the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. Let me say what it's saying, right? We all got children. Okay. Your child come home and say, oh, I want to spend the night over my friend's house. You don't know who those people. So what do you say? No, y'all. You say lie. When you scattered amongst other people, it deteriorates who you are. You feel what I'm saying? It makes your safety go down. You're not going to have your baby stay over somebody else's house. That's scattering your babies to another house. So when Israel is scattered amongst people, it takes our safety down. Slowly our strength gets shaken down because you're around these people so much that you start to build some type of character for them, or a relationship for them. You get what I'm saying? So you'll just be like wanting to be friends with them or wanting to have some type of relationship, and then then you start getting weaker. You start deteriorating. That's why the Most High never wanted us to be amongst other people. He never wanted that. Any people that scattered amongst other people, they become weakened. All the people that you can see with their cultures, what's important about them? Go ahead.
They got strength. They got armies.
Why?
They together.
Right. And nobody else is with them. Japan was like, we don't want nobody over here on this island. China, we don't want nobody else over here. We do our own thing. All right. Women can just now vote in the Middle Eastern countries. You know why? Because they didn't have nobody else come to their country. They did what they wanted to and told everybody else, don't come. We don't need you over here. We good. That's how Israel is supposed to be. But because we scattered, it's like something the Lord never designed for us. So it's like just a bad thing to be around. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You ever go to an area or a city and it's just nothing but Edomites? I went to college, yo, and I just to be like every weekend, like, I gotta get out of here. It's just something you just feel uncomfortable with. I just don't like it here, man. It's too many of y'all. Be around Hamites, be like, come on, man. All right, sit over there. Moabites, you just don't want to. You feel what I'm saying? You don't like it because it goes against your spirit. You want to do business. You want to, you know what I'm saying, be cordial. Yeah, that's all well and good, but you don't want to live amongst them. People be asking me, they be like, yo, you feel safe in the hood? How y'all feel in the hood? Don't you? You kind of already adapt to it. Your spirit is already there. You feel what I'm saying? So you be like, you go somewhere else, you be like, I don't know, man. My slavery, I be driving places. I'm like, how could you live out here? I see one Jake. Yo, I saw a Benjamin brother up in Pulaski, up towards Watertown. And he said, all right, bro, drive, blah. And he talking, I'm just like, oh, whoa. You all right, brother? Like, yeah, I'm just up in the fish. He just talking to me. I'm just like, yo, you good? Like, how is you? I hope he's like, nah, I don't live up here. I just try, because you see a brother out there, you just concerned. How could you live out here? When it with us, the Lord never created us to be scattered amongst people. All right, go ahead, some of y'all. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. Go ahead.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
One end, even unto the other. Okay, our culture is Israel. All right, beads, braids, boots, fringes, studs, dresses, women wearing dresses, royalty. That's in America. We around all these other nations, and it's just chaos. You'll hear some stuff, you be like, man, you believe in that? Well, you believe in that? That's crazy. I believe in that's wow. That's one end of the earth to another. Go ahead, Sabaya.
You know, I just had my slacking. When I was on my slave, like you said, we just hear all kind of things. I think it's called people saying they was agnostics.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
They had to explain it to me. I'm like, they said they don't believe in they don't really believe in no religion.
Yeah.
Like, they just really don't have no belief.
They so smart, they stupid. That's what agnostic means.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah, people, I'm exoteric, agnostics, and all this other stuff. You be like, what the hell is you talking about? I can't stand it. When the Jake start talking about, I'm agnostic, and I don't believe in this, and I believe in this, and the quintessential, you be like, just shut up. You just want to use big words because you're stupid, and you sound stupid. Agnostic. You found that word, some white dude told you about it, and now everybody's on this trip of being so special. You're right. We didn't believe that. That's one end of the earth to another. Okay? Go ahead.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Thou shalt serve other gods. See, that's the problem. That's it. Okay? Solomon. Can Solomon have multiple wives? Yeah. Yeah. But then he did what? And he started messing with the heathen women. Right? Getting heathen women and then doing what? Well, what God y'all believe in over there? Oh, yeah? So the God flying at night? He knows you when you're sleeping? He watch when you asleep? You know if you bad or good? What God is that? See any claws? Now Solomon was he was wise. So he'd take something like that and do what? Oh, okay, I get it. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're scattered amongst other people. That's how it starts. You get scattered amongst their philosophies come, their religions come, and then you start serving other gods. You see that? Now you're serving other gods. Even you don't even know it. Thanksgiving is a god. What's coming up? Valentine's Day? That's a god. That's a god. You have to do something on this day. You have to. That's a god. Or what? You look at as a bad person. You ain't get your girl nothing for Valentine's? This nigga's wicked, yo. This nigga. you like Turner. Yo, he beat his wife, man. What? Yeah, the nigga ain't give her nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you in this kingdom, because you scattered amongst other nations, you have to. You have to. You go to court, they're going to look at you like you crazy because you have to. It's like you have to. The planet looks at you like you have to serve these other gods, right? You got to serve these other gods. It's crazy. You see if they're in here. I got you your quarters out the water. That's right, SYR. Now I follow the heathen's customs. And you follow their customs, you're worshiping those gods. Okay. All right. I was what was it? Sunday night? Oh yeah, last night, Green Bay played somebody. I forgot. Green Bay played somebody in Green Bay. It was freezing outside. Them Edomites was out there with no shirt on at the football game in Wisconsin. Green Bay, you know, Green Bay is right off the lake. So that wind, just like Syracuse, Onondaga Lake, when the wind pick up, they come off that lake, it's get real cold. So they right out the lake, and all them Edomites in the stadium, no shirt on. Yeah. That's their God. That's their God, right? So I'm sitting there, these Edomites are sick. They crazy. I had his son out there, some little Edomite, like 12 years old, like, yeah, no shirt on. I'm like, damn, they do that for their kids? They don't care if their boy gets sick? He want to get sick. He out there, you can see his nose all red and he all pink and I'm like, yo, this Edomite about to die out here. And then as they pan the crowd, what did I see? What did I see? I saw brown flesh. The Lions. I saw brown flesh. I'm like, what? Jake is down with the Green Bay Packers. That's a custom of the heathens. And we doing it. We do it. That's stupid, ain't it? That's this right here. It ain't got to be that deep. It ain't got to be I'm not saying you right. It ain't got to be exoteric, you know, some big word. Could be we stupid as hell. It's come from this extreme, exoteric, to not wearing your shirt in a stadium when it's freezing out and your team still lost, nigga. What? You getting in the spirit of it. Okay. All right. Are you following their gods? Go ahead.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers. This Bible makes a difference between you and everybody else because you are better than everybody else. That's why they can't stand when you say you a Jew. When you say the blacks are the real Jews, they can't stand that because you are making a difference between you and everybody else. Even our own people can't accept that. What? Black people is the Jews? You racist. We both black, and I'm racist because I'm saying we God's chosen people. You ain't right. That's how deep it is. Because you know your father. That's separating you. Because your father is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are your fathers. Okay. You ever hear people say the Abrahamic faith and the Muslims and the Christians and the Jews? Shut up. That's a lie. They're not part of the Abrahamic faith. They don't come from that seed line. We do. The Arabs don't. Edom, Ishmael, all of them, Hamites, none of them come from that seed line. We do. That's why the Bible keeps saying your fathers. Who did your fathers worship? Because that used to be important. In the Bible, that's important. That meant everything. Remember David fought Goliath? He said, the God of our fathers, these Philistines, these is Hamites. These are disgusting. Where he at? Where Ross Lawrence at? These disgusting Hamites, these filthy Africans. He gonna go nuts. He pulling his dreads out right now. I can't stand this out here. Because what? It said a difference. Our God is different than your God. Your God is filthy. We don't give a damn about your God. We laugh at your God. Okay. Karat in Oakland, he takes that Quran every camp. He good, you know, it's still warm. He threw the Quran on the ground, boom, slanted, and he going in at camp. He blazing. The Muslim come down the street. He picked the Quran up and go, oh, you dropped it. Karat said, all right, thank you. The water. Fuck this Quran. Wow, slammed it again. That's what we think of your God. We got a different God. Because our fathers didn't worship that God. Our fathers worship the Most High God, Yahweh. That's who our fathers worship. Okay? It's such a difference every time you read this Bible. So we following gods. What? You don't serve. This ain't who you are. Your fathers didn't do this. Read it. Nor thy fathers what?
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Right?
Even wood and stone.
Even wood and stone. The wood. This Bible's so deep that it put it first. There's two major religions on the earth. Wood and stone. What's the two major religions? Yahweh?
Christianity and Islam?
Yes. Every Christian church has what? What?
Cross.
A what?
A cross.
A what?
A cross.
Damn, this Bible deep, ain't it? Jake, lost Israel. Israelites, that's Gentiles. They follow two main religions. Got different names under these religions, but it's just two main religions. The Moors, what they follow? Islam. Nation of Islam, Orthodox Muslim, Muslimnish, the Masjid, the Shiite, the Sunni, the dress Muslims, the sandal flip-flop Muslims. All of them do what? Worship Islam. The stone. Christianity is that wood that you was asking about. That wood. They worship the cross. Don't all of them wear a cross? Don't anybody get the cross tattooed on them? The cross is everywhere. That's a piece of goddamn wood. That's a piece of wood. Yahweh Shai never said, worship this cross because it's my representation. He never said nothing stupid like that. It's a cross. It's what the Romans used to put us to death. The white man used something to put you to death, you gonna worship it. Ain't that heavy? 1,000 years from now, everybody gonna have a jail cell on them, right? The electric chair, okay? Death Row got the electric chair. Look at Death Row. I'll be like, damn, I don't know, man. Pot going and Suge locked up. Having people died in his prison. I'm not saying they worshipped it, but I'm just saying, man, we'll take it a tangible item and worship it. Wood and stone. That's what that wood and stone is. The wood is Christianity. The stone is Islam. Why is the stone Islam? Go ahead, Naya.
Because when they go to Mecca, they gotta walk around that rock and put their head to it.
Thank you. They worship a rock, a stone. Inside that big curtain, like you said in Mecca, there is a stone in that. What is it called? What is that thing? The Kaaba, the black stone. The black cobblestone. The water, Kaaba. Look at that. You see in there, you see that piece of black, that black on the inside? Right. Look at this. Look at that. They're worshiping that.
And people?
Those are people. Those are people. I'm going to share the screen. These people worship. And what is it in Islam? The Hajj, right? You have to take a Hajj. Look at it, say trip advisory. I type in that. They want me to go to Mecca. I typed in black Mecca stone, didn't I? I ain't lying. And trip advisory pops up. Right, my flight is booked. They got my credit card already. Everything. Right or wrong? Look at that. Look at that. Those are people, lot. Those are people standing around it. You see the guards? They have to have guards up there because people will rush and cry to get to it, to touch it. And everybody will go, okay? And they'll go and they'll stand there for their Hajj, and you have to. You looked at as a bad Muslim, a poor Muslim, if you never took a trip to Mecca. Let me go back. You got to bow down and you have to kiss it. You have to kiss it. Let me show it. Let me find it. Look at all these people. I'm lying up. They are bowing down to a rock, to a stone. The Bible is no joke. It's serious. Look at this. See all these people rushing to it? You're going to run to it. They fighting over it just to kiss it. And you see why the guard is there? See how the guard is standing right here? Because you can only kiss it once. And if you kiss it more, he will yank that nigga up. I done seen it. He'll grab him by the neck. Move, move. He got to wrestle him off. You got to kiss, nigga. And look how it looked. See, oh, let me get it. Let me get it. See how the guard got to lean him in? And this is how sexual and disgusting it is. What this thing that look like? Now, how y'all calm down? Look at how y'all are like. I know what it look like. Go ahead now, y'all. Yeah, yeah. It looks like a vagina.
Exactly like
it's a vagina.
Wow.
Islam is disgusting. And we look at them and go, what? Oh, man, yo. The Akis is, man, in discipline. We got to get on that Muslim. Farrakhan, boy, he know it all because of the Quran. Look at this, that's disgusting. You mean to tell me millions and millions of people kiss this thing every day and you kissing the same spot? You going up and kiss it after him, huh? That's what you kissing after him. DJ Khaled right there. He kissing the box, screaming, "We the best." And you about to kiss it right after him. Read that precept one more time, Mark.
From the top.
From the top, Bible show.
Book of Deuteronomy.
The water.
Chapter 28,
Yeah.
verse 64.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
You scattered, man. Look who you around. You around these people. You know ain't no clothes under there? You know he has nothing on under that. Under that blanket that's wrapped up, he has nothing on. How funky and disgusting. They go in the bathroom, they go to Mecca, right? And when they go to the temple outside of the cobblestone, they walk in there, and you got your clothes, and then you gotta stop. It's like a what do they call it? A lobby, right? So you step in the lobby and you turn to the side, and they'll be selling them white blankets. You can go in the locker room. All of them naked in the locker room. They strip down naked. They wash their face, wash their feet, right? I don't know if you ever seen Muslims. You ain't ever seen nobody do their Muslim prayer? Yeah. He go in the sink, he'll wash his hand, wash his face 5 times, wash his feet. That's bathing. That's a bath. All right? And what they'll do, they'll strip, they do that little wash, and they'll wrap themselves up in that blanket, naked in that blanket, walking around, kissing everybody, hugging everybody. This man hugging you. He just traveled across the planet. You know the corner stores is filthy and disgusting. How the hell you think he going? How you think he is on that plane? And when he get to Mecca, he don't give a damn. He want to go kiss that rock. Allah gotta bless him through the box. This is the people we are scattered around because of our sin. Because we chose to be wicked. Because we chose to sin. We rather sin and be wicked. Go against the laws, statutes, and commandments. We want to be around the heathen. You see the heathen down the block. Oh, can we go be with them? What they doing? They all wearing white blankets. That look cool. See? Keep going on. The what?
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
Listen, that wood is the cross, right? And that stone is Islam. I guess is there, right? Wasn't he there? Weren't they just together? Yeah. Look at this. This is embarrassing, man.
Because the rock.
Yeah, he went over there with DJ Khaled. He went over there. This is Mike Tyson's father. But who gets to stand in the front and in the middle? Do you feel what I'm saying? The Muslim do. Because you really just a slave. That's just following the Muslim man religion. That's a shame. You're the champion of the world. And you got to stand behind DJ Khaled in a white blanket. That's horrible. Wow. That's horrible. See, that's us serving these other nations, even wood and stone. So that wood is Christianity, that stone, okay? Y'all got it, right? Okay, that stone is Islam. Okay. Let's go ahead and Haryala.
Well, we done. I got a question about it.
Okay.
We done.
Yeah. Got your wob on it? Okay.
1 John 2 and chapter 19. The question is it talking about people who lead the truth?
Okay, go to the precept.
1 John chapter 2, verse 19.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh shit, let's call it one more time. 1 John chapter 2.
Verse 19.
Okay. All right, call
I can got it. This book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 19. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Let me see here. Go up to 15. Verse 15.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 15.
Okay. And it's going to break down. That's a good question about verse 19. And we're going to go into it because you're saying there are brothers that left the truth, right? Or people that have left the truth, sisters that have left the truth. Okay. All right. And then we have to understand, right, that everything has a purpose. Okay. All right. And when everything has a purpose is when I say that, I'm not saying that you can't do what's right, but you're the same as the people from the old. So when you study the past and the things that happened in the past, you have to realize, whoa, there is a Judas. So you can't think that Judas doesn't exist anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying? We can't think that, because Christianity don't want you to think like that, right? Christianity make you think that everybody good and love, when Christianity lying anyway. Because Christians hate everybody. Christians are selfish. Christians hate everybody. You come into that church, you're not wearing what they want you to wear, they hate you for it. You understand what I'm saying? You look a particular way, they hate you for it. They're full of hate. All right. But their philosophy is, oh, love, yeah, that's a lie. But they're thinking that nobody can do any wrong type of thing. When in fact, what? People got to get weeded out. The Hawashai said it. Separate the wheat from the tare, the sheep from the goat. He's talking about in-house first, too. We gotta let these wicked niggas go on. Let them go. It was never meant for that. Like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. Okay, I see this brother is wicked. All right. So I see you wicked. All right. But it's not me. It's the Most High that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Reveal it or make it come to a edge. But why the brother is rocking, you know what I mean? Kevin Cesariak broke it down to WAC 100 one time. He said, because WAC was like, you don't think his brother's in there that's wicked, that's trying to infiltrate and spy? And Cesariak said, yeah, but when brothers want to do some work, let them do some work. Want to take out all the camp equipment, let them take the camp equipment out. You understand what I'm saying? Let them do it. Until that point come to where I can't do this no more. All right. Shalom, brother. The Lord sent you for them three camps. The Lord sent them, didn't he? So we can have them 3 camps. You understand what I'm saying? Let it rock. That's how the Most High is going to do it. Let's do it. However he want to do it. So start with 15.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Mm-hmm. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
That's right. That's how it's starting out. You see where it's going, right? Okay. All right. Because you're going to have brothers and sisters that come into the truth, but they still love the world. All right. Because you be dealing with them, or like all of us, you know, you just came in the truth and you still battling in your mind. You feel what I'm saying? Things that you're dealing with, you won't have to fight that. Because you can't love the world and love the Father. That's why it starts there. Okay? That's why it starts there. So when you come into the school, you better fight. Fight. That's why we tell troopers what? No, brother, don't teach. Don't worry about all that. Get your 90 days in. Get this test. Study it. Get the spiritual aspect of the test. Like it. Right? Okay, y'all brothers come in here, you a student, focus, brother, focus. You're going to have to fight. All right? You're going to be an officer of it, you're going to have to fight, man. These things is going to happen. You an officer of 5,000, fight. Captain, you're going to have to fight. You're going to fight these things, fight in the world. That's going to be every day, because where do you live? Where? In the world. So you're going to have to fight it. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to have to fight. Battle that thing. That's where it starts. Nobody leaves the truth day one. You get what I'm saying? You come into the truth. Yeah, you burning. You ready. Full of zeal. It doesn't just happen like that. Because what? Because you got to fight the world. All right? So you getting tired or weak, or it's going to overcome you. One master. Remember, Yahushua, you can't serve 2 masters. Because you will love one and hate the other. One master is going to get you. He's going to take full control. All right, keep going.
Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
You see that? All those things. Okay? The lust of the flesh. Okay. Well, how your flesh feel, the lust of the eyes. What you see everybody else got. Number 1. and have. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want what everybody else has. That's the lust of the eyes. And the pride of life. Okay? That's being selfish. Focusing on yourself. Putting everything on you. Right? Making yourself up to be a God. You know what birthdays are? They build you up to be a God. You want people to worship you. Ever hear sisters talk about birthdays? Woohoo! They love it because they give you worship. It's my birthday month. You ever heard that? A month? Hold up. What that mean? Yeah, for the whole month. You want somebody to worship you. All right? You get a particular amount of money, you want somebody to worship you. You want to be worshiped. You get a woman, you like, I want to be worshipped. Yeah, you. I get fed first. The baby starving. To hell with that. I'm eating first. Like, you get what I'm saying? All right. I'm not talking about y'all dynamics when you at home or whatever. I'm just saying. That's the pride of life. You're just focused on yourself. Okay? All right? And it's not of the Father, but it's of the world. Keep going.
Verse 17. And the world passes away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
What does that mean, the world passes away? What does that mean?
Like the world we live in now.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the wicked running.
That's true. But base it off of those lusts. Go ahead, Sabaya.
It's temporary. A lot of things people chase, as well as trends change every day as well.
That's it, Sabaya. Give him a hand. Yes, Sabaya. Trends change every day. Trends change every day. Right? Something new gonna pop up. So all that thing that you've been fighting and lusting for, what happens? It just fades away. That ain't no more. You done did all that. You invested everything for your lust to be like this. That's just gonna fade away anyway. You know what I'm saying? You hear people talk now. I got an 11-year-old. I'll be like, what? Like, y'all sound different. Why? Because things just change. That's the way of the world. Everything won't die here. Those trends, that lust that you have, it'll just die off. Something new is coming. People just will adapt to whatever is new. Okay? All right? Remember, I might be aging myself. Y'all probably know. Syracuse had it was popular. Remember the party line on the phone? I don't know if anybody ever remember that. You used to have a phone at the crib, the house phone. Okay? This is before the cell phone. I'm like, man, brothers looking at me like, what? You would call a number. It was called the party line. All right? And you would sit there. That's how you would talk to girls. Extension for this room. And you would go to different rooms. And you be in there wanting to know if there's some females in there. Well, this is Cherry from the east side. You like, oh, what's going on? How you doing? And that was the party line. Okay. Now it's totally different, right? Nobody would call on the phone, but that's how you used to have to talk. Remember that? You used to have to talk on the phone. Okay. A phone with a wire hooked up to the wall. Okay. So things just change, man. That's all. It's going to die down. But the will of God abideth forever. That's why the I.S.U.P.K. is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. It's practical, meaning you can practice it. You can live it. And it's forever. The Bible is forever. I just read a precept about what? Wood and stone. That's Christianity and Islam. It's forever. This Bible is forever. The will of the Father, these laws, statutes, and commandments, forever. These things will never die. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Little children, it is the last time. And as you have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many
Are
Antichrists.
there what?
Are there many
Are
Antichrists?
there what?
Are there many Antichrists?
For all the conspiracy Illuminati Masons out there. Obama the Antichrist. Donald Trump the Antichrist. Now who's the Antichrist? Joe Biden the Antichrist. Queen Elizabeth the Antichrist. She died. Okay. The new Pope is the Antichrist. No, everything against Christ is Antichrist. Everything against Christ is an Antichrist, right?
God.
If a Jake is selling pork out of the back of his truck, telling us to eat it, he is the Antichrist. That's the Antichrist. Stop thinking that the Antichrist is some, what they call them, reptiles, and they shapeshifters. They really human. They really aliens. But you see Hillary Clinton go like this. You see Kamala Harris neck. She just a hoe with a big neck. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, no. Everybody's an Antichrist that's against Christ. Everybody. Okay? And that's why he says little children. Because a child is easy to manipulate. Because we about to get in verse 19. So he's talking about the Antichrist. You are little children. There's an Antichrist and many Antichrists. Whereby what?
Whereby we know that it is the last time.
It's the last time. Yeah. Just like the previous precept. We in the last times. Yeah. Ever since that precept was given, the last days. When Jacob said, gather yourselves together, let me tell you, the last days ever started from that. All right. Yahawashi broke it down. We in the last days now. Yeah. So he's saying it's the last time. Go ahead.
Verse 19. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us.
Paul is calling them the Antichrist. You were in the truth and you left. You're against Christ. You lust. Why? I mean, you left. Why? I just gave it. You left because of your lust that he already gave. In verse 15, he gave those. That's why you left. Went against Christ because of lust of the flesh. Your lust of the flesh was more important than Christ. Okay. All right. Keep going.
He said, no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
That they may be made manifest. What is that? What is that? That they might be made manifest. Nahariah?
That it will be shown to the world.
Yes.
Like to us.
Okay. But what else? You're right. What else? What else is to manifest? To us.
To reveal.
To reveal. Sabayab, you had something?
For their own self-gain.
Okay. For their own self-gain. Yep. What else? All right. For us, for the world, for them. For who else?
For the Most High.
For the Most High. For the Most High. Okay. The Most High does this all the time. All right. Just think of when we left Egypt. We all left Egypt. So what the Most High did with Moses, with the plagues, Passover coming up, Most High in Christ, right? We didn't die. We sitting there. Just imagine. All right. Just imagine us in this school. I say, y'all bring our families to the school. The Lord about to attack Syracuse right now. Okay, we come up in here. We in here. We got food, right? We comfortable. We chilling with each other, and all you hear is ah. You hear people crying and screaming, and it's because the wicked is dying outside, but you living inside. So you just seen this. right? Okay. You seen that. Then we go up to the Red Sea. Moses lift up the staff, boom, open up the Red Sea. We cross the Red Sea. We get over the Red Sea. The Egyptians come in with their army and they drown in the Red Sea. You see all this? And then somebody come up to Moses and go, what you do? Bring us out here to die? The Most High opens up the ground and swallows them whole. The Most High let them serpents slither through the land and bite them. You get what I'm saying? And those that didn't pass under the staff of Moses, they died. The Most High did that. So just think of all the numbers that just kept going down. You know what I'm saying? Joshua. Now we were dealing with Joshua. Just think of all the numbers that went down. That's heavy. That's heavy, right? Because the Most High is going to cut them numbers down. This wasn't for you. I don't need all y'all. I don't need you. I brought you up out of there, and you wicked. Shalom. Right? So that's the manifest. So the Father can see it. Keep going.
That they were not all of us.
That they were not all of us. But then how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? And then, go ahead.
Well, being in the truth now, I understand it. But when I was first coming in, I couldn't get it.
Right.
I was trying to figure out why.
Okay. How does it make you feel?
I mean, it is what it is.
If we make it to the end, right? Lord allow. Lord be with us. We make it to the end, right? Okay. Because what does it say in Revelation chapter 2? Faithful unto death. Faithful unto the end, right? Okay. May the Lord keep us. But how is it going to make you feel at the end?
Good.
Right. Why?
Good.
Because you loyal and you held it down. You was loyal and you held it down. Anybody else falling around you, and then you make it, you like, Lord was with me. Because I was loyal to him. It makes you feel good. That's what Paul is saying. Amen. To finish that, they were not all of us. It wasn't with us then. Some of y'all.
Just to pick up on what you were saying about making it to them, that's sort of like how I feel like I'm coming into the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I made it to the
Yes.
truth, you know, instead of out there being out there.
Yes.
You realize how much like
You're somebody out. Right. We made it in this truth, and we unworthy. I don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't. She don't deserve it. She don't deserve it. He don't deserve it. He don't deserve it. We don't deserve this. So you made it in here. The Lord is telling you something. You done made it this far. How many people we know is gone? T-shirts was every summer, right? With so-and-so name on it. Am I right or wrong? That was every day. You ain't spray painted on the side of a store. The Lord is with you, man. The Most High got you in here. Damn. And I don't deserve it. So that must mean something. So let's fight to the end. So it be manifested in the Father. That we was with him and they weren't with us. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 20. But ye have an unction.
You have a what?
An unction.
You have a what?
An unction.
An unction. Does anybody know what an unction is? The action of anointing someone with oil or ointment as a religious rite, as a symbol of investiture, as a monarch, meaning the king puts an investment on you. You understand what I'm saying? Just imagine a king like, I'm invested in you. You understand? Like that's like having a father like looking at you like, put all of this in you. You got to do it. You've been anointed. It's something special. That's what this is. And Satan wants you to sit there and think about, man, but they're supposed to be with us too. But he gotta. What I tell you what? If he don't want it, he don't want it. She don't want it, she don't want it. What you gonna do? You gonna cry every day and go back in the world and die with him? Damn. Or you gonna let the Most High anoint you and give you unction so he can invest in you? You feel what I'm saying? Read the verse 20 again.
Verse 20, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things.
And you do what?
And ye know all things.
For what?
And ye know all things.
Yes. That's to know all things. That's talking about this. Okay. That's talking about this. All right. Somebody asked me, well, what do you know about the plants when the plant do this and that? No, that's not what that's talking about. You keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you know it all. You understand what I'm saying? He invested in you. The Most High know it all, and it's all right here. Yes. You got it all. Go ahead.
Verse 21, I have not written unto you because ye know not the truth, but because ye know it.
You hear that, right? You're in here because you know the truth. Not because you don't know it. It's because you know the truth. All right? Keep going.
And that no lie is of the truth.
No lie is of the truth. Go ahead.
Verse 22, who is a liar but he that denieth that Yahushua is the Mashiach? He is Antichrist.
Do y'all know that? Do y'all hear that? When we say Jesus is black, what does everybody do? They fight it. They are the Antichrist. You can't say the Jews is black. Seeing if he on here. I was talking to my cousin. I'm just like, yo, you talk about all these conspiracies nonstop. I told y'all last week, right? I said it before he said it. Remember I said, Damar Hamlin, number 3. Right? Remember that? Number 3. No lie. And then, what was it? Buffalo Bills have not returned a touchdown in 3 months and in 3 days. The quarterback was sitting up there. What's his name? Josh. He was sitting up there. He was like, it's so spiritual. 3 months and 3 days. Damar's number 3. So I was just like, damn. I knew they were going to bring that up because 33-degree Masons. You get all this stuff online. Oh my goodness. Oh man, how many athletes is passing out? It's part of the Illuminati that they passing out. And the basketball players and the football players, this ain't a secret. They coming to kill us all. Say the Jews is black. That whole Illuminati thing just shut down. Nobody talks about it. That's the greatest conspiracy on the earth. You can't say Jesus Christ is black. Damn! Isn't that the conspiracy? That should be what everybody talking about, blowing everybody's mind. Hold up. These niggas in the hood, the child support bastards and the deadbeat fathers, those are Jews? The hoes shaking ass and the gangsta boo just died of an overdose. Shit, they're Jews? That's the conspiracy that you never hear about. And you know what that is? Saying Jesus Christ never existed. If you can't say Jesus is black, you're saying he never existed. You're saying he never came in the flesh. And if anybody says that, what are they saying? You are a liar and an antichrist. That's heavy, man. Read that again.
Verse 22, who is a liar but he that denieth that Yahushua is the Mashiach?
That's right. Yahushua is Mashiach. Right? He is Christ. You denying that? That's a lie. You denying him. I always gotta ask, did he come in the flesh? Yeah, he came in the flesh. So I can't say he's from the tribe of Judah. Yeah, he's from the tribe of Judah. So I can't say he's black. Oh. You deny it. And that's what we say every class. Am I right or wrong? Don't we say Jesus is black to save black people from the hell black people are in? If you go against that, it says it right there. You a liar. Who denied Jesus is it's a question mark, but it's saying who is a liar? But he. He is what?
He is Antichrist.
He is what?
He is Antichrist.
Uh-huh.
That denieth the Father and the Son.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Uh-oh. That precept can cut what? That Jesus and God are the same. Okay, right? You denying the Father and the Son. Oh, but the Father and the Son is the same in this one. Shut up. If you against Christ, then you against the Father. That's for them Old Testaments. Oh yeah, y'all follow the New Testament and Paul and all that stuff is fake, brother. Shut up. You don't believe in the Most High. If you believed in the Most High, you believe in YAHWH. Yes, you would. You don't. You're a Christian just like everybody else. You get mad when you do that. I ain't no Christian. Yeah, you is. You're the same as them. You don't believe in Jesus Christ. You don't believe in YAHWH. You don't believe in the Father. You deny the Father and the Son. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Whosoever denieth the Son, the same hath not the Father. But he that acknowledgeth the Son hath the Father also.
Now, also, this precept, like you was asking about the question, is it people that left the truth? It's people that left the truth, but it's also people that should be in the truth. Like, there's no reason. You ever talk to somebody like, this brother should be in the I.S.U.P.K. This sister should be in here. And then you talking to her, and she don't want to come, or he don't. Okay. They're denying it. And we gotta accept it. Comes to a point we gotta accept it. And not for this. It's not for this, because you're supposed to be in here, man. If anybody. Because this is 1 John. Right? John was in Jerusalem. Okay. With the Torah, with the scrolls, and breaking all this stuff down. And, brother, you should know this. Why are you against this? Why? Verse 15, your own lust. Gotta be something. Or the Lord may have just never put it on you. May have never put this truth in you, right? Because it just wasn't for you. All right? That's good right there, though. Okay, you got it, right? Okay. Kika Quatazar, Romans 9. Y'all can give me your questions, all right? We're going to do Romans 9. Anybody got any other questions? You can hit them up. We can go into a couple of these topics. Okay, Romans 9. Give me verse 3. He want 4 and 5. Your Quatazar, you want 4 and 5, but I'm gonna start at verse 3, all right, to get the backdrop. Okay, because this is heavy, man. This is bedrock UPK right here.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 3.
The water.
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Mashiach, for my brethren.
You can read it verbatim, all right? You can read the word straight up, all right? Just for now.
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh.
You all see that, right? What he's saying is if he has to be separated from Christ so that Israel could be saved, he'll do it. Paul was no joke. Do you hear what he's saying? I'll do it. If I got to be cut off from this truth, cut off from never to know the Most High and YAHWH, so be it. That's what he's saying, so that Israel can get it. That's how dedicated he was for this. Okay, and remember he says, my brethren, my kinsmen. Brethren and kinsmen only means one group of people, and that's Israel. Okay, go ahead.
So I can, so I remember would that be for like when Genesis 49:1, you saying gather Israel.
Yeah. This whole Bible is for Israel.
Huh.
Okay. Yep. Now this one though, he's just. I wouldn't put those two precepts together because that gather Israel is just us gathering together.
It's like I was saying what I showed up, just how important it is. So him willing to give himself up as brotherly for his brother to know.
Yes, but there's other precepts that's better. You get what I'm saying? Other precepts talking about lay down your life for your brother. Yahawashi said that, or the things that Yahawashi did for Israel. Okay, dying for Israel. Okay, all right. Jonathan with David saying, "I'll go against my father. I'll give my life for you." Okay, those are the precepts you want to hit. Like, I'll die for my brothers. I'll die for Israel. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 4. Who are Israelites?
Who are what?
Who are Israelites?
So my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. According to the flesh. You talk to everybody. Y'all always talking about skin. Y'all wrong. It says according to the flesh, don't it? Just because you got black skin, that don't mean you going to heaven. That's all y'all talking about. Because of black skin, it says according to the flesh. Who are
Israelites.
Who are what?
Israelites.
Who are what?
Israelites.
Go ahead.
To whom pertaineth the adoption.
To whom pertaineth the adoption. Who is this letter written to? Who this letter written to? Where? Who is written to? What book is this? What is it?
Romans.
Romans. Yes. Yes. There are Israelites in Rome under the identity of Romans. But they Israel. It's so difficult for everybody else to get the Gentiles are really Israelites that's under different oppressions, under different government, under different rulerships of people. But that's easy right there. This letter is to the Romans. And why would he send a letter to the Romans and be talking about Israelites? That wouldn't make any sense, would it? These Romans are Israelites. There are Israelites in Rome. Okay? To whom what?
To whom pertaineth the adoption.
To whom pertaineth the adoption. You are the people that are adopted back to the Most High. Remember, he cut us off. And he adopted us back. All right, go ahead.
And the glory.
And the glory of it. The kingdom is only for us. The rulership of the kingdom. All right? That's the glory. Go ahead.
And the covenant.
And the covenants. This book. It's for you. That's for us. The covenant is for you. Go ahead.
And the giving of the law.
That's a wrap right there. I don't know what else to say. The giving of the law. It's only for Israel. Keep going.
And the service of God.
Can I join the I.S.U.P.K? So I'm just because I'm a white guy, I can't join you guys? The service of God is only for us. You can't even serve the Most High. That's for us. That's for a priesthood. It was so important back how we served the Most High. The one brother died, remember? Remember they was carrying the Ark of the Covenant? Only the Levites could carry it. Only the priesthood Levites could carry it out. I don't know if y'all hear what I'm saying. You had to come from a specific priest. You could be a Levite and not come from Aaron, right? So if you still, you're a Levite and that ark falling and you reach out and grab it, you're going to die. That's not what you're supposed to do, right? That brother died, didn't he? Okay. So we are what? a royal priesthood. Can't nobody else get this. That's what royalty is all about. People think royalty, they just look at the glamour of royalty. I was watching the thing this morning and listening to people talking about it. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. He is a punk. Prince Harry, he's a bastard. He's disgusting. I hear him, I'm writing a book to talk about my wife's hard times. They won't accept her. She's not of royal bloodline. He's a punk. Now, he the devil and all that. Yeah, I get it. You know, press, I hate them anyway. But I'm just looking at it from the perspective of being royalty. Royalty, you're supposed to marry a particular people. You're not supposed to let everybody in. You feel what I'm saying? This cat's sitting with Tyler Perry in Tyler Perry's house. Tyler Perry is their son's godfather. What? The nigga that dressed up like a woman? Just imagine the royal family looking at this like, just imagine you being a royal family, a royal priesthood. Just imagine that. Your sons and your daughters don't marry just anybody out. They have to marry somebody of royalty as well. You don't go places because you're royalty. That's beneath you. You don't eat that food because you're royalty. Do you understand what I'm saying? People don't talk to you because you like that because you're royalty. Not in the arrogant sense, but just because we don't do that here. You're not going to have no sodomite around you because you're royalty. You understand what I'm saying? That's how we should be, man. This scripture is saying how we are the Israelites. The adoption, the glory, the covenants, the law, service of God, and the what?
And the service of God and the promises.
And the promises. That's given to you. But you better walk like it. We should talk like it. I think you brothers got it by now. To see. That's why people, when they go, I.S.U.P.K, why are they so arrogant? Nah. This is the priesthood, man. This is serious. You don't understand, man. This stuff is for real. And if you royalty and I'm royalty, that means we together. And only us can be together. What you doing with this film, brother? Don't do that. You can't just let anybody in here because they're not of royalty. These other nations, we got to look at like, sorry for you. What can I do for you? That's how the world operates. The only people that don't think like that are the people that should. Ain't that crazy? The world operates like that. White people got America because they looked at everybody else like savages and slaves. How would they get America? How would they rule? Racism, supremacy. You should think just like that. No, I'm an Israelite. Back up. No, I'm an Israelite. I don't eat that stuff. Come on, man. Be Israel. Be better than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just royalty is different. Go to verse 5.
Verse 5. Whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ came.
Whose are the fathers? This is why they want you to cut off your bloodline. Because your father, their father is George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. Who else signed it? They call him their founding father. Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams. That's their founding fathers. That's their fathers. Your fathers, David, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses. That's heavy. Peter, Paul, those are your fathers. Those are the same flesh, the same bloodlines, the same tribes. Those are your fathers, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel. Those are your fathers. So when you believe that and you truly believe it, you're kind of a little different. Right or wrong? If Muhammad Ali is your father, you're going to be like, yeah, boxing is in my family. Am I right or wrong? You're going to be on it. You're going to act a little different. You got something to prove. You got something to represent. That's why it says, whose are the fathers? Keep going.
Who is overall?
No, go back up. Yeah, just start from 5 again.
Verse 5. Whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ came.
Concerning the what?
Concerning the flesh.
Concerning the what?
The flesh.
Concerning the what?
The flesh.
This is real, man. This is real. He came in the flesh. This is real. Wow. Jesus wasn't no spooky ghost floating around of all colors. Nah. He came with a flesh. This is real. This really happened. This isn't fictitious. This ain't no goddamn story. It's not fake. It's not make-believe. They want you to believe that the Bible is what? It's all allegories and similes and parallels. It really didn't happen. Shut up. You stupid. You are dumb. Christ came in the flesh. This is real. Keep going.
Who is overall?
Who is what?
Who is overall?
Who is what?
Who is overall?
Our king, the king of Israel, from the tribe of Judah, from the seed line of David. He's overall. He's overall. You see how white folks act towards Trump? They love Trump. They love Donald Trump. They still going to court about January 6th. That's crazy, right? They still talking about January. It's 2 years later. They still trying to figure out what to do instead of just lock everybody up. You can't just run up in no government building and do what they did. They did it. You know why? Because they love Donald Trump. They love him because he represents everything they are. Right? Yahawashi Mashiach, Jesus Christ, represents everything you are. He did everything you're supposed to do. He lived the life. He broke down the law. He gave it to us. Gave us this opportunity for the inheriting the kingdom so that our children can rule. You understand that? Forever. They think Donald Trump is going to rule forever. Let him do that. Let him have that love for Trump. We got that love for Christ. That's how real this is. He came in the flesh. He's for real, and he's over everybody. He's going to rule everybody. Every knee shall bow, and every tongue shall confess that he is Lord. The filthiest of filthy heathens will say, Khan Adawan Khan, to you, because you represent Christ. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? That's powerful, man. All right, keep going.
God bless forever. Amen.
That's right. This thing is forever. All right, go ahead.
Verse 6. Not as though the word of God have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
Okay, what is that? Okay, what does that mean? Read that one more time, Sabiyah.
Verse 6.
Sabiyah, your son checking in, right? All right, let's give him a hand. Let's give Sabiyah the son a hand, right? My man said, I'm checking in. That's right. Okay, read it one more time.
This is Book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 6. Not as though the word of God had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
What does that mean? Now he just wanted 4 and 5. Just let me know you to wild your quarters out. We're gonna do 6 anyway since we're here. Go ahead, Nahar Yala.
Is they talking about Jake that's still in the world?
Yeah. Jake's still in the world. Let me see something real quick. What did we just read about? The precept we just read about.
The flesh.
No. The breakdown we just went over in 1 John.
For they are not all with us. If they were from with us, they would stay.
Read Romans again.
Oh, okay. Not as though.
No. You're right. But I just want you to read it again to see how it connects.
Not as though the word of God have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel.
Okay.
It's like an election within the election.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. All right. It's like saying, all right, if I say he's an American of all Americans, you want to think this cat, what, served in the military, goes and votes, 4th of July, right? He's an American. He's a diehard. You ever heard that? That guy's a diehard American. Got the flag everywhere. Okay. Are other Americans American? Yeah. Do other people vote? Yeah. But this guy makes it his point to represent America. All right. You're gonna have Israel inside of Israel. That's Israel. Right? Remember, YAHANNA walked up. Who was it? And he was like, not Andrew. Was it Nathaniel? And he was like, "You an Israelite of Israelites." He said something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. Yeah. Remember he said something like that? He was like, "You an Israelite of Israelites." Okay? That means you're not just an Israelite, like you locked in, you in it. Okay? So you're gonna have it to where you're gonna have, like in the kingdom. Are all Israel gonna be in the rulership? No. All Israelites aren't gonna be in rulership. You have to be of the elect to be of rulership. You don't have to be of 144,000 of rulership. It's not for everybody. Because that wouldn't make any sense. How would you have rule? How would you have order? Right? You're gonna have some Jake that gotta go work with the heathens. He'll be over the heathens, but you get what I'm saying? But just imagine. It's gonna be a Jake. He's gonna be over the sewage department. He gonna have a nice office. But he's gonna see them funky Edomites every day. That's gonna be something. Okay. Because of the kingdom here or how he lived, it's the Lord's judgment. Okay. Now all Israel is going to be on it, like the elect, like those brothers that put in the work. Okay. Remember Paul talked about the crowns, having many crowns. All right. Okay. So that's it for that. You had something else in the heart, y'all?
No.
Okay. Look at that. Boy, man, I can't be doing this, man. I wanted to talk about Taraji P. Henson and his happiness, Gabrielle Union. I cheated on my husband because I made the money. Wanted to talk about Gangsta Boo. But that's too wild. We want to hit them topics, all right? Tomorrow's the brotherhood, so definitely go over them, all right? But ain't that deep, man. We got the word unction.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant.
That's heavy, right?
Go ahead. Anoint.
The action of anointing someone with oil or ointment as a religious rite. That was right mean. Like a ritual. Okay, that does what? It starts somebody off on a path. Okay, or as a symbol, as an investor, as a monarch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I invested in you to be a king now. That's deep. All right. That's why Paul hit it, and he's pushing it because he wants you to get the understanding. Don't take light what you're doing. That's the encouragement. That's the edification. You hear brothers talking about, I want to edify. Well, you got to really edify them. You got to tell these people that they're special. That's how you wake a lot of people up, by letting them know you the chosen people. You the greatest people on the earth. Nobody wants you to know that. All right, except these priests and prophets. That's why we keep pushing it and pushing it. And then you brothers get into school, pushing. Yo, you ain't get anointed for nothing. You didn't get a name for nothing. This is something that's unlike no other. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Oh, we got the breakdown. All right. With that, we'll do the salute. All right. We'll jump right into Manager YAHANNA's show. Alamak Panya. Men of Israel, do the salute for the brothers. I-Majum Shabbat, I-Majum, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shak Rakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Thug. SYR will turn, face the sisters. Okay, this is for the sisters online. Men of Israel, I-Majum Shabbat, I-Majum, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Al-Thug, Shem Yahweh Shak. Right? I can turn face me. Azamata, Pastor Smith. Right? Passover, April 1st, Passover. All right, Raleigh, North Carolina. Get everything lined up. Okay? There's a whole bunch of things going on.
Driving on there?
I'm gonna drive, yeah.
Drive.
We got the lamb slaughter. I'm trying to get to the lamb slaughter. It's gonna be on Wednesday. Y'all want to get a lion with me? I already lined it up. I told him to hold one for me. For the Syracuse camp. For the Syracuse school, all right?
That one, that